Hi, this is Paula from the Knitting Pipeline podcast. I'm going to show you how I sew a button onto a knitted garment. I was going to use this small button behind, but I tried that and the holes are too small and I can't get it through enough time. So what I did was I took a little piece of felted wool and I'm going to put that here so that it doesn't pull through the fabric on the other side. And I'm going to place my button and then I'm going to slide this square toothpick between here. This is like a spacer and it will help me make a shank for the buttonhole. So then I'm going to come in from the back side and come through one of the holes, and I keep the toothpick in there. I learned this from Elizabeth Zimmerman. I don't remember if she used a toothpick, but something like it. And then go in another one, and I'm trying to keep that little felted bit in there. Otherwise it tends to want to come through. Okay, so I've got it slightly secured. And what I do here then is usually tie a square knot on the back side. I didn't have a knot in the thread on purpose. I think that's a nice way to anchor it so it doesn't come through, and then you can just snip the threads. I have to put that down. Okay, when I'm done I'll snip that, because just in case you have to take it out, you don't want to burn any bridges here. Okay, so I have my, once you've done through both holes, your toothpick will tend to want to stay there and not fall out so easily. Okay, now I'm in there and here. So you get the idea. Then when you have the button anchored, you pull the toothpick out and get your needle so that your thread comes out through here, and then wrap your needle around the shank and knot it, because this has now some extra in there. And that way, I hope there will be enough height on that button that it will go over this crocheted flower like this. I didn't invent this. This is part of the pattern, but it doesn't really explain how to do this. So I thought maybe you'd want to know how. And that goes true with, or that is true for buttons that you sew on for a sweater. You want to have a bit of height there. Otherwise, if it's sewn completely flat to the fabric, then it doesn't button. This will accompany episode 66 of the Knitting Pipeline podcast.